fourth grade. Okay, so for our writing assignment this week, we're continuing along with our unit of narrative writing. And this is when you think of a experience that you had and you need to write about it. Okay, and you know how I've given you examples of how you can handwrite it or use the computer? Well, this time I want you to handwrite your activity. I know some of you like to type it better, but this activity I need you to handwrite it, okay? And the topic of the day is how I survived the quarantine, because I know most of you probably did not have the most pleasant experience, okay? And if you saw in the lesson, it's 15 sentences you need to write. I know it's a lot, but this is going to be for a big grade, okay? And I'll explain also why you need to write it out. So I wrote it out already, and this is my 15 sentences. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to explain what's going to happen. How I survived the quarantine. When I first heard the news on March 12th that classes were canceled for 2 weeks, I was happy. I enjoyed teaching on the internet during the Paro Civico. However, I thought that the quarantine was only going to last for 10 days. I was really discouraged that the quarantine kept getting extended. However, I tried to make the most of my time. I always assigned and graded my students' work every day. Every morning I would exercise by riding my stationary bike. My roommate and I would eat most of our meals together. Of course, I watched a lot of television. I really liked to watch comic book TV shows like The Flash and Arrow. When my roommate would have time, we would watch television shows together. During the quarantine, I spent lots of time taking care of my animals. I have 2 cats, 2 turtles, and a dog. Actually, I got to take care of another baby kitten during this time as well. I named the kitten Miller. It was really nice that I was able to give that kitty to another family who really wanted a cat. Fortunately, in June, my roommate and I were able to travel to the U.S. It wasn't an easy time, but I'm glad that I made it through. Okay, so that was 16 sentences. I know that wasn't very long, but you see it's written out. Now, what you are going to do, you are going to turn this in written because I'm going to edit it and make some changes. And then when you get it back on Friday, you need to write it out even neater, okay? I'll remind you that in Friday's video. But that's what you need to do right now, okay? And it needs to be handwritten, and take a picture of it and upload it to Moodle. Okay, thanks.